This morning on today's 101, getting ready for sleepaway camp. Whether you're packing for the first time or maybe the 8th time, there are rules to follow, or clothing to be labeled, and gear to get. And today, contributor and lifestyle expert Elizabeth Mayhew is here to help us send off our happy campers. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning.
You just sent your own daughter off.
4:30 this morning.
In
so
tears.
I've been up all night.
So you're well experienced at this.
I've lived this.
You've lived this. What is the average age of kids going off to sleepaway camp?
It's about 8 to 14, and it rivals having a baby. You know, you have all that gear to get.
Yes.
Similar thing. You got to get organized and get it done. Most people procrastinate,
right.
So it's not atypical that people still have a lot to do right now.
And you say one of the important things to do is get the child involved in the packing process,
really,
right?
Especially if they're anxious, have them pick up. Look at these trunks. They come in all these bright colors, a whole rainbow. Let them pick their favorite color. Let them participate in the packing experience.
Get them excited about
and
it,
also,
right?
they'll feel like they have ownership of it, and it's part of that getting on your own kind of thing.
So these are great camp
trunks. These are great. A lot of camps require these kinds of trunks. These are from Footlockers.com. I love that they come in colors, and now you can get the organizers, and they even come with wheels, so you can pull this. It makes it so much easier.
All right.
Then,
also, you say, I mean, of course, there are a lot of things that are allowed, not allowed, and you say to pack smart. Packing in layers. Packing in layers.
So you want to, usually you have to send your hard trunk, which has your linens and your towels, and then you travel with the soft trunk. These are from LOB, and again, they come in great colors. They're lightweight and very durable, great for campers.
You can usually get them personalized too, which is
You can
good,
get
right?
them personalized. And then, yes, you need to pack in layers. So it's better to do like a thin rain slicker than some big puffy coat. Camps can get cold. These are from Land's End. They're just a great price point. Again, be colorful. Let them participate. Let them go online and pick the color that they want. And then, of course, for camp, you have to label.
Right.
Now, one thing that you should know is there's two different ways with labels. There's sew-on and there's iron-on. Iron-on work for most clothes, but sew-on you really need for bathing suits, things that have like a certain kind of fabric, like a nylon fabric. You really need to sew them on. Next, you need to provide them with a shower caddy. These are from the Container Store. They are really inexpensive. They need a tote because most of these campers are traveling to go down to the lake to bathe or do all that kind of stuff.
It's like going off to college again, too. And the flip-flops are a good idea, too, for hygiene.
For hygiene. And also, really, you don't want to pack food or anything that is going to attract critters, but also stay away from highly scented lotions and things because those will attract bugs.
Bugs, exactly.
Speaking of bugs.
And you got to think about, you know, the sunscreen as well as the bug repellent.
One of my favorite products is from Bullfrog. It's 2-in-1. It's DEET-free, but it does prevent bugs, and it also is a sunscreen. So I really recommend sending that. And it's a spray, so it doesn't get all over their hands. It's easy to apply. And sun protection is very important.
These rash guards are wonderful.
Rash guard. This is from Garnet Hill. I would highly recommend sending something like this. And hats.
And those are usually like SPF 50 or something, right?
These are
so you don't have to worry about
block
as
99% of UVA and UVB rays.
Right.
And then sunglasses and hats. Just make sure they're well equipped for all kinds of weather.
All right. You want to make sure that they're getting their fair share of reading in at night and help them go to bed at night without missing you too much.
Well, most people think of camp of Mad Libs and Jacks and card games. I love these. My son loves these. They're Choose Your Own Adventure books, which were originally created in the 70s, and you can read them time and time again and have a different ending. The authors have updated them, and they've also come out with new series. The traditional one has kind of a sci-fi bent to it, but they have one for like early preteens called Fabulous Terrible and other fun things. So they can really have these books. They're almost comic book-like, but again, you're encouraging them to read.
These are great things. You can send them as well.
Right, as care packages. And then these are fun. These are called Granite Gear. They're from a company called campbound.com, and they're things that you stuff with socks or whatever, and all of a sudden you have an instant ball or an instant football.
Oh, great.
So you can use them in packing, and then they can also play with them.
These are wonderful water bottles. Of course, they're that BPA free. So.
Right. Now, with the whole anti-plastic thing, this is the company SIG that's really
exploding right now.
Exploding. You can't even get them on mysig.com, which is the traditional site. So I recommend going to Whole Foods or to rei.com. You can also get them now.
And they keep the drinks cold for a long time.
And then, of course, you want them to write. You want them to write. So there's two companies that I have here. One, if your kid doesn't like to write, they can do pictures. They can draw a picture. That is really fun to do. And then also just have addressed envelopes and things that they can
so cute.
pre-done, personalize it, make it fun. Morethanpaper.com is one, and the Stationery Studio, and then also just to customize stamps is also a great idea. I did my daughter and son so that when she mails them off, they're from photostamp.com.
Little bit of home.
Yeah.
All right, Elizabeth
Thank
Mayhew.
you.
Well, I know it's going to be a tough 8 weeks for you, but she's going to be having a great time in the end.
She's totally set.
Exactly. Thank you.